Okay guys, the 2500 HD is running a lot better. ABS problem is fixed. Now we're going to be adding some lights to this truck. That was one of the reasons for the project name Midnight. I'm going to be adding quite a few lights to this thing actually. And first one that's going to be going on is this light is from Auxbeam. This is a 22-inch, I believe. This is one of their new series. They're calling it the Cross series. And the reason they call it that is if you can pick it up there, they have crosses in the lights. Well, them crosses are actually a daytime running light function for this light, and then it also has the regular light bar output. Okay, so here's the daytime running light function. You can see that all those crosses are lit up, and they don't really put off any light output, but they are actually bright looking at them. And if I back up, the camera just blends it all in. It doesn't really look like that on camera. You can see the crosses. So we'll take a look at the actual light next. Okay, so this is the actual light bar, and it is very bright. I mean, the camera is really picking up exactly what it looks like when I look at it. I can't see nothing but a blur of light. So I'll have all the specs and where you can get one of these in the description if you want to know all the wattage and output and everything. It'll be in the description, but it looks pretty darn bright to me. Okay guys, so if you haven't guessed, the 22-inch light bar is going on the front bumper here. I think it's a perfect size, and not too big, not too small to fit up here. Anyway, I got my holes marked where the mounting bracket sits down, where I want this to go on. Okay, so like I said before you start drilling through something to mount something up, look behind to see what you've got going on behind the part. This bumper has actually got a kind of a shape, a curved shape in there. So there's really only a small amount of area here where you can really put a bolt through and it's going to sit flush. So I've got my hole marked out here. I'm going to drill it out. And I've got to go through plastic first. Okay, so the mounting on this light is pretty interesting. You got this bracket, and you got some nuts inside the light. There's a groove in there. You set your bracket down on there like that. You take your bolts, put them in the nuts, and then you can take this bracket and slide it anywhere you want on the light, and then you got your adjustment up and down this way. So like I said before, it's not too critical on getting the width of your holes right, because these brackets can really slide anywhere. You do have to get the depth right or you have a crooked light, but Okay guys, so I got the light bar mounted and on the wiring, and this is actually going to be pretty easy because the guy before me had some lights up front apparently, and then when the deer hit happened it must have ripped them off or something. But the wires here, he's got a switch in the cab, and I've got the negative hooked up. I haven't got the light hooked up yet. That's the red is the main light. There's a white wire here coming from that harness. I do have the daytime running lights hooked up. This is the white wire coming off the light. And what I did is I just tapped into my daytime running light. I just tapped into it with one of these weather pack connectors. And it's this green wire right here. So I'm going to get this all back together. I'm going to get my parking light back together, get my headlight back on, and we can test the daytime running light feature. I can't really test the light right now because this is the fuse holder that was in the light setup, and I'm not going to run that. I gotta go get a new fuse holder at the auto parts store. So we'll just wait for that, but we can test the daytime running light feature. Okay, so I'm going to test the daytime running light feature. I got to turn the key to the on position. I have my light over the sensor for the headlights, so the headlight shouldn't come on. And then I'm going to put it in reverse, and daytime running light should come on when I put the truck in reverse. Okay, so my daytime running lights are on, and so is the crosses on the light bar. And I know the camera's making it look like that's super bright, but it really isn't as bright as on the camera there. You can clearly see in person the crossbars. I know a lot of the newer vehicles have some really bright daytime running lights now. But I don't know, we'll see. I gotta run to the auto parts store and get myself a fuse so we can try out the main light. Okay, so I got a new fuse holder here. One of those ones that cover up so it don't get corrosion in there. And it's not the prettiest thing here, guys, but I'll probably redo this at some point. But it's gonna work for now. I guess I can show you the switch. Here's the switch that this guy had in there. It's a PIA. Apparently the whole harness is a PIA. At some point I want to get some nice switches. I'm going to get a whole bank of switches here. Like I said, I'm going to be adding more lights to this. So same with the dually. I want to figure out some way to put a bunch of nice switches somewhere. You know, somewhere easy accessible and easy to see. Not exactly sure where yet, but sure I'll figure something out. So I guess let's check out the light, see what it looks like. Okay, let's check out what this looks like. Oh yeah, that ought to be nice for some back road driving. Can't wait to get that out. I want to see what that looks like. Looks like a really nice floodlight. I'm not sure. It doesn't look much spotty to me. but there's a good amount of light coming out of there. Okay guys, there's the light bar. Probably have to aim that up a little bit, but it's got a really nice floodlight. That's really what it is. It's a floodlight. I really don't see any spot. I know it kind of looks like a spot there in the center, but I think I just need to aim the light bar up a little bit. But that's the light bar. Good amount of light for a 22-inch bar.